In our silence, people usually make things up. It's critical for a leader to communicate often and effectively. I always like in the businesses that I've been responsible for in my career, of having a mentality of it being a teaching hospital. And I just like the metaphor of that, is that, when I look out over the associates that I'm responsible for, if we're having a big meeting of some sort, is thinking that any one of those people can do my job in the future, because truly I'm absolutely no different than them, and we started in very similar circumstances, regardless of I started in truly an entry-level position in our organization 24 years ago, with no expectations of it turning into anything, and by virtue of the extraordinary promote from within environment that my boss created 50 years ago, then anything truly is possible. And so, since that's the basis of my mentality, then when I'm communicating to the team across a broad perspective, from entry level to people who've been there for 30 years, anybody can be anything. And so I love this mentality of, I have a fiduciary responsibility to teach them everything that they would ever need to know in order to be able to do my job, within reason, of course. Like there are reasons that things could be confidential or inappropriate, but really from a foundational perspective, communicating how all this works and the why. But what that ultimately results in is that people don't make things up. People, if you're silent as a leader, human beings default to the negative assumption. And so, being communicative, over communicative, explaining things, talking about, it's just like, if there's anything going on in the world of any consequence, then I feel like the leader has a responsibility to, even if they're not asking, to communicate to the team from an educational standpoint how it might matter to us, if it does or does not, or how this is going to be a positive thing or a negative thing, or how we intend, or how we're dealing with it, or how we're facing it. I think that it's critical that you're communicating that across the broad spectrum and not really leaving anybody out. Treat everybody like they're perfectly capable adults. And but what you get as a result is that they're not making up the negative assumptions. They're not going home at night and their spouse is saying, "Hey, oh my gosh, have you been watching the news? What's going to happen to us? Oh, we don't need to worry, honey. I got a message today. Here's da 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 da." Right. But if you're not doing that, then you can guarantee the negative assumptions are